Hello and welcome. I'm Ryan Hodge, and together with my partner Sandra, we are your licensed real estate brokers here in London, Ontario. I'm pleased to bring you our comprehensive real estate market report for May 2026. Over the next few minutes, we will break down the latest data from the London and St. Thomas Association of Realtors to help you make sense of where the local market is heading. Whether you are looking to buy, sell, or simply stay informed, Sandra and I are here to guide you through these changing numbers. Let's dive straight into the key highlights from this past month. Let's start with our May 2026 market overview at a glance. This month, we saw a total of 776 homes sold across the region, an encouraging 8.8% increase compared to May of last year. The average sale price ticked up slightly by 1%, landing at $662,292. Meanwhile, inventory remains healthy. We had 1,815 new listings come onto the market, which is actually down 9.1% from last year, but our active listings reached 3,353 homes. This leaves us with 4.3 months of inventory and a sales to new listings ratio of 42.8%. Together, these numbers paint a picture of a highly active yet balanced to buyer leaning market. Looking closer at sales activity, the 776 homes sold in May 2026 represents a solid rebound of 8.8% from the 713 sales we recorded in May 2025. However, when we look at the longer-term historical trend, sales are still slightly below the levels of previous years. We are down 1.8% compared to May 2024, which had 790 sales, and down 10.9% compared to May 2023's 871 sales. This shows that while demand has definitely picked up compared to last year's quiet spring, buyers are still taking a measured, cautious approach rather than rushing into the market as they did during the peak years of 21 and 17. Now let's talk about pricing, which is always top of mind. The average sale price in May 2026 was $662,292. This is a modest 1% increase over May 2025 and a 2.1% increase over May 2024. The median price, however, came in at $585,000, which is down 4.1% from last year. This divergence suggests that while some higher-end homes are selling and keeping the average price stable, the middle and entry-level segments are seeing more negotiable pricing. To get a clearer picture of actual property values, we look at the Home Price Index benchmark. The composite HPI benchmark price for our region stands at $571,300. Broken down by housing type, the benchmark price for a single-family home is $641,100, while a townhouse benchmark is $430,200. These benchmark prices give us a much more stable and reliable measure of home values than average prices alone, showing that home values are holding remarkably steady. Supply and inventory levels are key drivers of market dynamics, and right now they are offering some great opportunities. In May 2026, there were 3,353 active listings on the market. That is a 3.5% increase over last year and a massive 35.3% increase compared to May 2024, when we had just 2,478 active listings. This translates to 4.3 months of inventory. To put that in perspective, any inventory level under 4 months is typically considered a seller's market, where listings are scarce and prices face upward pressure. A level between 4 and 6 months represents a balanced market, and anything over 6 months shifts into a buyer's market. At 4.3 months of inventory, we are firmly in a balanced market that is starting to lean in favor of buyers, giving them the time and selection they have been missing for years. To further understand where the leverage lies, we analyze the sales to new listings ratio. In May 2026, this ratio stood at 42.8%. In real estate, a sales to new listings ratio below 45% indicates buyers' market conditions, where there are more than enough new listings coming on to satisfy current demand. A ratio between 45 and 55% indicates a balanced market, and anything above 55% is a seller's market. With our ratio at 42.8%, the data confirms that we are seeing buyers' market conditions. Buyers currently have more negotiating power, more choice, and less pressure to make hasty decisions. This is a significant shift from the high-pressure, multiple offer environment we saw in previous years, making it an excellent window of opportunity for anyone looking to enter the market or upgrade their home. Let's look at the direct year-over-year comparison to see how the market has evolved over the past 12 months. Homes sold increased from 713 to 776, showing stronger buyer engagement. The average price rose slightly from approximately $655,735 to $662,292. Our total dollar volume saw a double-digit jump of 10%, reaching over $513 million. On the supply side, new listings dropped by 9.1%, but active listings rose slightly by 3.5% to 3,353. This has kept our months of inventory and sales to new listings ratio in highly favorable zones for buyers. Homes are also staying on the market slightly longer, with the median days on market rising from 21 days last year to 24 days now, while the sale to list ratio remained incredibly stable at 97.8%. So, what does all of this mean for you if you are looking to buy a home in London or St. Thomas? Simply put, this is one of the most buyer-friendly environments Sandra and I have seen in years. With over 3,300 active listings, you have an abundance of choice and are far less likely to find yourself in a stressful, multiple offer situation. The sales to new listings ratio of 42.8% means you have genuine negotiating power. You can take your time, conduct proper home inspections, and write conditions into your offers without the fear of immediately losing out. Because prices are holding steady rather than spiking, you can search with confidence, knowing the ground isn't shifting beneath your feet. If you've been waiting on the sidelines for the market to cool down, I believe this is your moment to explore your options. Now, if you are planning to sell, the current market requires a strategic and realistic approach. With more inventory available, buyers have choices, which means your home needs to stand out. Accurate, data-driven pricing is absolutely essential. Pricing your home too high in this environment will cause it to sit on the market, whereas pricing it correctly from day one will attract serious, qualified buyers. Professional staging, high-quality photography, and a comprehensive marketing plan are no longer optional. They are critical to your success. You also need to prepare for a slightly longer sales process, as the median days on market is now 24 days. Sandra and I are experts at positioning properties to stand out in a competitive market, and we can help you navigate this environment to achieve the best possible outcome. Thank you for watching our May 2026 market update. Navigating the real estate market can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. Sandra and I are here to provide the local expertise, clear data, and personalized guidance you need to make confident decisions. If you want to know what these numbers mean for your specific situation, reach out to us at ryanandsandra.ca or call us at 519-601-1160. We're always happy to talk. Take care, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.